Now it's live.
All right.
Oh, voices, nice and loud.
We are getting ready to share Rumble 404. That is what I'm doing now. So we'll just take a little bit of time. If you can.
Volume down?
Yeah. If you can share as well. Nope. Jesse is struggling. Okay.
I got 6 people.
Yay! Coming! Is it okay? Yeah?
Yeah, go grab me.
Okay, coming!
Hey! Are they all shared up? We got 9 people. Hi. Okay, live.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. I will read the land acknowledgement first to start us off. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mokinsis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitapi, the Siksika Gayanai, Pigani, and the Amska P. Pigani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Tsutsina people, as well as the Ayahe Nakota nations, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also the home of the Métis Nation, Region 3, and all others who call this place home. Welcome to the Wumble House. Ready to spin the wheel?
Why'd you call it Wumble House?
What do you mean? I said welcome to Rumble House.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, are you ready to spin the wheel? Jeez. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's only been 404 Wednesdays at the Rumble House.
That's what I said. I said Wumble House.
You said Wumble House.
I'm pretty sure I said Rumble. Are we ever going to get to the first?
Look it. I'm gonna.
And welcome to the Rumble House. This is number 404.
You changed it.
What do you mean?
You changed it. It was Wumble before.
Why would I say Wumble? I was like...
I'm pretty sure you said Wumble.
That's so weird. Go. Just look at the camera. And go.
Wait, how did you rewind the live feed?
And we are ready to roll the first piece of inspiration. Do you want to do the honors?
You might need to talk about it.
All right.
Where's the mic?
It's right behind you. So this is 404. coming up on, I think there's about 3 or 4 Wednesdays before we hit our 1-year mark online. Can you believe it, Felix? Oh, do you want to pick a good page from this one? Or do you want me to? Okay. Or do you want to?
Are you tired, Felix? Need to go to bed?
No.
I'll put you to bed.
No.
Big Rumpy?
You could say where. Because it was the couch here again. Oh, good! Felix, can I tell you something? Periodic table of elements.
Muppet.
Oh, yeah, totally! Here, pick. Can I tell you? The next big thing I wanted to make embroidering was a big periodic table of elements quilt for you. Is that weird?
What's that?
So, periodic table of elements. In ancient times, there were 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. You knew that, right? Now we know that life isn't so simple. There are nearly 100 different pure chemicals which combine to make every natural thing. So this, remember when we were watching Cosmos and he was talking about being a carbon-based life forms?
You're carbon-based!
This carbon is one of the elements. The periodic table arranges them by their properties. So then we can talk about valence electrons. I was in chemistry class in grade 11. I did fairly well. And I went into grade 12 chemistry and walked out on the first day because I was not good at it anymore. Periodic table of elements. First piece of inspiration. Felix is working on the second piece of inspiration there. You just tell
This
me.
has 2 pages.
Yeah? 2 good pages?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let's see.
This one and then the next.
Oh, this one and this one? Okay. Bang, boom, splat, pow. 4 little hop toads sitting on a tree. Ted and George and Bob and me. Ted found some beans and showed them to the gang. We all had a bean. Then Ted went...
BANG!
3 little hop toads gave a nervous cough. Something in those beans made Ted go off. George said it's fine. At least he made some room. Everybody laughed. Then George went...
Boom!
2 little hop toads looking kind of scared. We wanted to move, but nobody dared. Both Bob and I stayed rigid where we sat. Bob gave a hiccup, then Bob went...
Splat!
1 little hop toad afraid to bat an eye. 2 scared to move, 2 scared to try. I wonder what will happen now. Perhaps I'll breathe and then go...
Pow!
Pow! 4 little hop toads dancing on a cloud, feeling grand and singing proud. Just don't dance too far to the right. These clouds are small and some might... Ah! Look!
What happened?
One guy fell off the cloud. And now they're all looking over the side of the cloud. I don't know about you guys, but I quit. Yeah, you bet. The old guys are going, that was ridiculous. It certainly was. Hey, care for a bean? Boom! That was a good one. Classic Muppets.
Wait, who went boom?
Is that Waldorf or
Oh, the other one.
other one? Yeah. So, first piece.
Read them.
I will definitely read more to you later, my love. I love
Okay,
reading
don't
to you.
read more.
You forgot we're on the Rumble.
Oh.
That's acceptable.
Um,
Let's just do that tonight. Let's skip the Rumble.
just
and read the
I'll just
Muppets.
sit and read Muppets. I think.
Wait, actually?
So first piece of inspiration is periodic table of elements. Second piece of inspiration is
Muppet!
Muppets.
And going bang!
Bang!
My heart goes.
And then the second
Bang,
or third
bang,
piece
boom.
of inspiration comes to us from Obama.
Who's Obama?
Who's Obama? No, just kidding. Obama is a pretty wonderful, actually a very wonderful writer as well. He was the president.
So me just gonna close this and disappear for a while.
Sure, but are you making artwork tonight?
Yes.
All right. I will be coming in and out to get the artwork. Okay.
I wonder what we should look into child labor laws to make sure we're not doing anything like
I would say
Should we
he's
be
more.
paying him?
I
or
would say
coming
he's
up
more
with a-
apprenticing than
right?
yeah.
I'm painting over top of Zach Lau's
And we
painting
do
tonight.
pay him when he sells his work.
Yeah.
So.
I'm painting over Zach Lau's painting tonight.
Oh.
He told me to.
He told me to.
Or should we put it in the auction? What are the? Oh, Bang! That is Bang.
Yeah.
What are the, wow.
Oh,
What were the
that's
other
so
ones?
funny. Splat, pow.
All right, I'm gonna look around and see what else I have.
Okay.
Heart goes bang bang boom.
So, I got tape. It's a good night when Jesse got tape.
There's a couple canvases and a bag behind these paintings. Have they been there?
Those are
long?
donations, yeah.
Oh, to paint on?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Gosh, you don't want to leave your stuff laying around here too long. I will paint on it. That's how I do.
Okay.
I've seen like. Yeah, I guess we'll go back to the auction and I'll find something else.
All right.
My heart goes bang bang boom. Do 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 do. How? I have another question for you
Yes, my love.
about rewinding the live feed. How is it that I used Kelly's lamp to rewind the live feed? That was pretty special.
That is pretty special.
The lamp remote.
We do special things here at the
Right.
Wombala.
What if I painted on a pizza box?
Do you want the board that he? Oh, it's I guess too small.
What are you saying?
The board that he didn't want.
I only like to paint on nice stuff.
No, it's a nice
I have a
panel.
nice little canvas here somewhere. How many people are with us?
I will look. Oh, right. We're just getting all the work out. Oh, wonderful. 16 people. Thank you so much for joining and for sharing the video. Just getting everything up and
I
out
thought
and
I had a little fresh one to paint on.
fresh.
Did you get Felix my little fresh one?
No, I think you painted that last week.
Ah! Great! No pressure. Never missed a rumble before. No pressure.
Okay.
This is our last chance. This is ourselves.
Under pressure.
Can't find a canvas.
Okay. Oh,
A
Rich,
canvas.
there's 2 hot chocolates at the front door. Janique brought us.
Oh,
Janique is in town, and
is
she.
Janique in and out of town? Did she say she might never see us again?
No, she said I'll see you again. She said
Oh,
because she had to run, and
I
then we were.
actually thought she said I might never see you again.
No,
I'm like, that's a little cold, Janique. Like,
that's a little cold.
but she brought chocolate,
She
the
was.
cocoa. The cocoa.
Felix, do you like hot chocolate? Would you like a little bit of this?
I think he does. Come try some
Yeah?
hot
Do you want
chocolate.
to put it in a little mug for him?
Nope.
Or...
Give
Nope.
him the whole thing. Here, try
Okay.
this. Don't spill it.
All right.
You'll electrocute yourself. You'll be back there by yourself, dancing the funky chicken, unsupervised. How's it taste?
Here we go.
Okay, so I need to turn that lamp down.
Yeah.
Low. Hold it up again. It's so funny. Hi. I need to adjust the light. Well, what I could do is just move it away from you. Okay. Can you hold it
Welcome
back?
to the Womble.
You said Wumble. Okay, let's stop shouting, Rich.
Jesse said Wumble.
Wumble or Rumble?
Wumble.
I know you'd be on my side. Why does she say, whoa, did I just shut the whole thing off?
No, it's behind you. It's behind you.
Oh my God. I'm a professional.
There was. Oh, there's 18.
This one's for professionals only. There we go. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, and you're so pretty.
And you're so pretty. So, number 1 comes to us from Zach Lau. You decided against collaborating
Yeah.
with him?
Well, he said something along the lines of, oh yeah, you can have this, just paint on it or something. And I thought to myself, well, that's very generous of you. I could use a canvas. And I was looking at it and I thought, well, this is not how we roll. Is it?
It is a nice piece, eh?
This is not how we roll.
So, number 1.
Here's how we're going to do this. Do you like that chocolate?
I haven't tried it.
Well, one of us is going without, so figure out if you like it before it gets... This is so you. You wait till it's cold, and then you'll tell me you don't like it. Try it.
So, number 1 is by
mine?
Zach
Oh, yeah,
Lau. So
Okay, I'm
responsible.
getting desperate. I am going to paint over somebody's painting tonight. And I'm not finding what I need. What are the themes?
Periodic table.
This is ourselves under pressure.
Oh, good.
What do we got?
Periodic table.
Is anybody bringing me a canvas? Is that going to happen?
I like that you just like. Sorry, I'm taking a picture here.
What should happen now is someone should
Show up with canvas and one more hot chocolate.
show up with 1,200 canvases.
I don't know why you think that's funny. That would be amazing.
If the world was a cartoon, that's what would happen.
Totally. All right.
And then they'd all explode.
So number 1 is by Zach Lau.
You know why I keep singing under pressure, Felix? Because I'm freaking out! Like, twice I looked at marks and thought about painting over it. Rich can paint over the Shadow People canvas.
Oh,
What's that?
here.
No, I'm not painting over anybody's painting tonight. I will need to use some power tools.
What you? Oh, because you have to. Okay, number 2.
This won't affect the broadcast at all.
No. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my headphones on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just cover your ears.
Little guy. Darling, where's my T-square? No, all kidding aside, do you know where my T-square is? Oh, I have, no, that's not
There's a few in that back
the
corner.
L-square, T-square, any square?
I would say in your back corner, but you need
Just
some lights
anything
on.
that's square. Just give me a square.
Oh, on the floor,
My
on the
kingdom for a square.
on the floor.
I'm good.
Number 2 comes to us from Heather Trotter.
Trotter.
A lovely, wispy, ethereal oil
Hey, I'm
painting.
wispy. No, I'm not.
You're pretty rugged.
I'm rogue.
Robust. So this is called
How many
Breathe
people do we have?
by Heather Trotter. 19.
19.
19! So this is by Heather Trotter. Opening bid. $30. All right. We got Matthias is here. I need.
You know what's going to be hard for me to wrap my head around when we go back to normal? What I just said, when we go back to normal.
That's hilarious. I'm trying to add on these guys. I don't know.
Oh,
how
I'll do
to-
that. Just don't touch anything.
Okay.
I
We're
love
working
you.
on
Stop
it.
touching.
Okay. So number 2 is
Oh.
by Heather Trotter.
And Theo. Ba-bam! Okay, so Ryan, bam. I think this is Chester. No, that's just mute you. I'm gonna take off of the phone number for now. Bam. Who else we got in here? Got me. Did I get bumped? Oh no, there's just nothing happening there. Okay, and then Theo should be coming to you.
Nice.
This is our last chance. This is. Oh, what I was saying was, should we go back to normal? I'll have to worry about like body odor again. You know what I mean? You do, don't you?
I think everyone will be having to worry about that
No,
though.
like, I just wasn't crazy about that shirt I was wearing. And I changed my shirt, and now I got the stank, but it's like nobody's coming in, so it doesn't matter. Wait.
So number.
Kelly's so sweet. She said, I don't mind if you paint over my thing. And I'm going to say, do you mind if I... Oh. See, I shouldn't do this when I'm in a rush. I have rules. Here's one of my rules. One of my rules.
You don't plug it in before you put the blade in.
Right.
I know that one. So here we go. We have a piece by Jessica Armasnoda. So she.
Do you like the Sex Pistols?
Like I like what they stand for, but I don't know very much about them. Like no, like.
Could you sing "God Bless the Queen" just for like 5 seconds?
No,
as
I don't.
As loud as you can. Ready?
I
go.
don't know. You know what's really funny? Instead of muting the mic, I just put my hand in front of it, like.
Did that work?
like, be careful, little Mike! Like this. I put my hand in front of it like this, Felix. And I could have just hit the button to mute it to save the people's ears.
This will have a nicer edge when it's ready to sell. And I'll put it on a nice backing. What are those things called? Backing? Yeah.
I don't like the chocolate, Dad.
Are you okay?
No.
No. It's okay, sweetheart. You don't have to have it.
What do you want?
He said he doesn't like the hot chocolate.
I knew you were going to do that. Is it cold?
No.
You'll drink it!
No, it's not cold.
I'm just kidding.
I think we're all a bit weird tonight.
Oh, my God. I have a blood blister. I hate the look of blood blisters.
What a blood blister.
What?
Oh, thank
Blood
you,
blisters,
Denise,
like
for the hot
you
chocolate.
pinch your finger?
So number 3 is by Jessica Armasnoda. And it's a little, I'm trying to get it so it's not so blown out, but it actually is, this is interesting.
Okay,
It's
Felix, we don't get to do the rumbles together in the school year very much, do we?
No.
So put your stuff away and join me. This is exciting. I'm excited. That's why I'm acting weird. This is what I'm like when I'm excited.
So it's a really cool image so it's a photo that Jessica took when the last time she was in Cuba.
Cuba!
And it's a kind of a blown out, like a really cool antique looking
Can I have
photo.
12? Can I have number 12?
Yes.
See, look what I did to my finger. And it's going to turn black. I'll put a Band-Aid on it.
Here, this
because I
is
don't
for
like the look
Felix,
of it.
okay? Here. For you. I'll put tape on after. Just do your piece first. That's for you. Thank you. So yeah, sorry. Number 3 is by Jessica Armasnoda. It's a photograph on gel skin. So she works with her own photographs, and then this is a framed piece in this beautiful gold frame.
Do you need me to turn the light down again?
Well, it's just that, see, this photo is kind of blown out.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm,
watch. You can turn the light down. You have the controls. You just say, Rich, can you turn the light down a bit?
Rich,
And I'll
could you
say,
please turn the
here,
light down.
here, my darling.
Narrow.
I'll say, oh, the lights are too bright. Dear Jessica, the lights are too bright. Dear Jessica,
Yeah, 'cause there's some really nice.
bright.
There we go. Cool.
Now I'm turning it back up. Okay, here we go.
I choose 2 paintings from the pile.
Nice.
These 2.
Oh, wonderful.
Theo, there's Theo.
So can I have 12 and 13?
Yeah, of course you can.
Wait, no, 12 and 11.
11 and 12.
I'm going to take Skycam out.
There we go. Thanks,
to
Felix.
make room for Theo. Where's Theo? What? That's weird. Oh, there he is. Oh, there you are, Peter. That's definitely somebody telling me to shut up. Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Matthias is blown glass.
What?
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, Matthias.
Renegade.
Oh
Can you
my
hear us?
gosh.
Okay? I don't know if you can.
What a
Three
treat
lights
for
already.
people at home.
Yeah. This is
My-
how that happens.
Like, can't do that here, physically.
Wait, where are you, Matthias? Wait, what is this?
I'm just gonna cover myself, close everything up,
Just need a little privacy right now.
because I'm gonna make a surprise thing.
I will be in and out to get the paintings, okay? Just to give you a
I
heads
might
up.
have to go the other way.
No, I know. That's cute that you think I will do that. The other 3 by just cars.
Felix, what are you doing? Just needs that space, okay? You can go back there if you want some privacy.
Yeah, for sure. I just need
As
to be
Sean
popping in and out.
Card would say.
Number 3.
Where's the other hot chocolate?
Oh, Felix, it's back there still.
Give it to me. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. Dear Liza, there's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza.
Thank you.
A hole. So why don't you? So what? And we're gonna have people tell stories about their process.
Yeah, I think you have a few
I
videos.
have a few, don't I? Like this.
I'm Felix, and how I make art is when I get an idea, I usually draw it, but sometimes when I just want to draw, I can't draw what I want to draw.
Well, how do you get from start to finish when you do a drawing?
With a Sharpie.
You like to use a Sharpie? How does that help?
I like Sharpies for some reason.
Oh, does it matter what you Sharpie on, or just anything?
I usually Sharpie on paper, but I don't like rough paper because it feels weird.
On your fingers? So you like gloss paper and Sharpies, and then what do? How do you make the art come out?
So I just make up characters.
You just make them up? They just pop out of your head? Have you ever been stuck?
Yeah, sometimes I can't think of a character, and the things that I draw that I see in my head are never actually what they look like when I draw them.
Is it frustrating?
Yeah.
So what do you do to overcome that? Do you just give up, or what do you do?
I try again, I guess.
You just keep trying?
Yeah.
Does it get easier or harder?
Easier.
All right, so how long do you make exactly what's inside your head come out?
Well, you probably can't ever.
Yeah. Do you know what I see inside my head? Just like, it's like a million TV shows at once. I think that's why I like to draw, is when I draw, I can make something stay still for a bit.
That's one of the things I don't like about drawing. I mean, it stays still.
Oh, yeah?
I wish it went like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'd like to too.
Put more paint over top of the paint.
Go back there.
All right. So we got number 4 by David Belcourt.
That's so funny.
So this is actually a piece. Do you need to move this over a bit?
No, I'm good.
This is actually a piece David did earlier in the whatever this is called that we're in still, pandemic. It's called Protect the Little Ones, mixed media on Mayfair, framed.
Can I see?
Yeah.
It's not scary, right?
Is abstract.
Oh, right. Jess, can you grab the giraffe?
Oh yeah, for sure. Here, I'll come. It's up at the front there, Emily. I'll be here. Yeah. Do you see it?
Okay, go.
Hi, I'm Jessica Teru, and I'm here at the Rumble House, and just talking about my art practice. I work in watercolor and oil paints, and embroidery. And I think no matter what I'm working in, and fabric art, I make my own dresses and that kind of thing. So I think no matter what material I'm working in, it's always a piece of love that I'm trying to put out into the world. So whether it's a tiny little embroidery, an inch by an inch, or a big 6-foot canvas, I think there's not enough love in this world sometimes, and I want to put out as much love as I can and inspire other people to do the same. So that's about it. Thank you. All right, so number 4 is by David Belcourt. Number 4 by David Belcourt, one of his more abstract pieces. Mixed media on Mayfair paper. Framed. Protect the Little Ones, it's called. Yeah.
Didn't you just do that?
I have to rewind every time I
It doesn't really rewind. There's a hoax.
Can you open this?
Yes. Opening bid 30. All right. Wonderful. And let's do this other frame to the lovely piece here.
This has anything left.
How much time is left?
An hour and a half.
Wait, an hour and a half into what?
What do we do at 9 o'clock?
Wait, I need to spend an hour? What's that?
All right. So this is lovely figure. Oh, look at that! Is a perfect reflection of a circle in this piece. Figurative piece by Mariah. I think it's a chalk pastel on beautiful paper in a lovely frame. Opening bid, $30. And I really love how it almost references a tree. For sure. Yeah, I will.
Are you here, bud?
Well, there you go. You can use a lot of that beautiful color. There's lots in there. I think you just had to get a good grip on it. I am pro of squishing out the last little bits of toothpaste, the last little bits of paint.
I think I am too.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we're greedy
No, I think it's because we aren't greedy like we...
for paint. and
Greedy for
toothpaste.
paint. But maybe it's because we also don't get out to art supply stores as much anymore. It's like...
No, if I had 12 bottles or tubes of paint,
Yeah.
I would still be like,
Do that?
I'm gonna squeeze every damn bit of paint out of this.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I guess I could turn the heat off for now because
Are you just looking at the back of my head, or is the camera on the drawing? Can you see?
I don't know. I will look.
It's a blue hand in the middle, maybe? Where does my head start to interfere with it?
I can see your piece and I can't see your head at all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, does the number even do anything, Jess?
The number that we assign you?
Yeah.
It's the piece that tells us and the people what they're bidding on. So that's why we give every piece a number.
Oh.
And then they text us and they say, $50,000 on number 11. Like that.
Not like that.
It's never been like that, but it could be. Just
but that would be awesome.
What would you do with $50,000 for this?
Buy Beyblade?
Maybe a PS5?
Beyblades? A PS5?
How many Beyblades do you think you could get?
Or buy like thousands of controllers, and also buy 2 more controllers for the.
I was kidding. I didn't realize you had one.
What?
Nothing. I'm impressed. I'm impressed you have a plan.
I might need to wait till this dries to finish it.
Oh, right. Number 7 is by Alvin.
This is probably going to be the best thing I've ever painted.
I was thinking that too.
Oh, you guys are so inspiring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
Number
so
7
that was pretty.
by
This
Alvin.
looks pretty amazing, actually.
I like your style, man.
Yeah, I love it, Felix.
Oh,
Oh, you need more?
No, I didn't need this much.
Oh, I can scrape it back into the bottle. Do you need help? Or are you still painting?
In a sec.
Okay. When you're...
I'm going to paint. I'm gonna be painting, but I should probably let this dry before I switch to the other color.
Oh, actually, you know what's cool is you have two pieces going. You can work on one and then let that dry a bit and then work on another.
Yeah.
You're brilliant. Man. You're brilliant. Oh my. This is so beautiful, Amanda. So beautiful. I'm not going to put the number on it.
Okay, so can you scrape this back into the thingy?
Yep.
While you do that, I'm gonna wash the bowl out.
Well, do you need it for your other canvas? Because I don't want to put it away if you need it for your other canvas.
Okay, it might be.
Why don't you do that in the background for the other canvas or something?
No. This is gonna be like beef for in a forest and beef for in like volcanic eruption.
Okay. So, number 8 is by Amanda.
It's gonna be more in like lava.
Beautiful Aurora Borealis.
Aurora
Felix, did you
Borealis.
see this one?
Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I couldn't paint that.
I think you just keep practicing if you want to. Right? I
That's-
think
that
Amanda
can't-
practices all the time.
That's not oil pastel though.
No, that is acrylic paint.
It's not this. I mean, it's not this paint, right?
Yeah, it's acrylic paint. It's the paint you're using. Yeah.
That's
Isn't that cool?
I don't know how that's possible.
We'll practice Aurora Borealis next time.
Hmm.
Okay.
Felix, have you ever heard the joke, why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
Yeah, but I was on Facebook and one of our Facebook friends was pointing out yesterday that it never occurred to her that there was another meaning to that
Number
joke.
8 by Amanda.
You know what the other meaning is?
What?
Well, sometimes people would say if they were going to go to heaven or something, that they're going on to the other side. So when they say, why did the chicken cross the road? The other meaning to that joke could be because he was going to heaven. Because what happens to the chicken when it's on the road? Got hit by a car.
Does this get really dark really fast?
Yeah, right. Sorry.
It feels like, oh.
Why did they make that joke?
Well, I think that the idea was it was kind of like you'd be at the dinner table at Christmas, and Uncle Charles would be like, I say, Bill, have you heard this joke? And then he'd be like, yes, Martin, tell me about the joke. And he'd be like, why did the chicken cross the road? And tell us, Uncle, tell us. And then they'd be all like, to get to the other side. And it was so clever because the answer to get to the other side was so obvious that it's funny to the kids. But then maybe to the adults it'd be like, oh yes, I see. So we could cross over to the other side.
That's good.
Did I just take that too far?
No, I liked it. It actually brought it back up from the dark.
I want to know. I have a different joke.
Okay.
Why did the turkey cross the road?
Why?
Because it was the chicken's day off.
Right.
Or the chicken already went across.
No, the chicken goes across the road every day.
Nope, he only went once.
No, that's his job, to go across the road.
Right. Okay.
I think so.
So number 9 comes
It's all of
to
our
us
jobs
from.
to cross over to the other
Oh,
side.
it comes to us from.
Yeah, wow. So I'm probably not going to make the sun in the middle of a lava, in the middle of a thing of lava.
Yeah. I was just thinking the same thing.
Number 9 comes to us
Probably
from
tonight
Erin,
I won't
my
stick the sun in the
sister.
middle of lava.
Okay.
It's a lovely light watercolor daffodils, also inspired by Hungarian embroidery motif. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. Oh, Viviana's with us. Do you wanna? Or I don't know if there's more room in there.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they just get smaller. I used to think there was like.
Oh yeah, because I think they set up to 10. Okay, so this is number 9.
That actually gets you more space.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, go get it.
No, you come.
You come!
No, you come.
No, you come!
No, you come.
Okay, I'll be right there. If Jesse gets me an eraser. What? Let's go.
Charcoaling.
Somebody lost in the forest.
Number 9 by Aaron
I'm not lost.
Sable.
We are just going on the trail that my great ancestors used to go on.
Oh, nice.
This is my first one. This is my second.
I love it. Love them so much.
I can't finish them until they dry.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna watch a little bit of this.
You might need to paint out some more of that background. Like, I like that you're collaborating with those. But you might need to put, like, a little more oomph into the background. Is that fair?
What does that even mean?
It means, like, right now it's kind of like a collaboration with the old canvas. And you need to put a little, take some of the old canvas out. You need to peel it back. Reel it in. I don't know. I just talk sometimes.
All right. And Christine, I just texted you a question if you're watching with us.
How much time left?
It's 7:41.
7:41. That's crazy.
Okay, so
Wait, so the auction starts at 9.
Auction starts at 9, yes.
Yeah.
I am not. Wait. What was I doing this whole time?
I don't know. But you should consider that you don't know what time you're getting picked up. And my guess is you're getting picked up earlier rather than later.
Yes, I think it's like 9.
You pulled for 9? How did you get us a 9?
What?
How did you get us till 9?
What?
Potato chips.
fire truck. Number 10 comes to us from Larry.
It was either 9 or 9:30. I'm not sure.
And you didn't go for 9:30?
Uh,
Was it really up to you?
So this is by Larry. Number 10, mixed
well,
media
I
on
did
board.
I think
Beautiful
it was like
eagles.
Either 8 or 9, 8:30 or 9.
Do you mean you couldn't remember or you got to pick?
I got to pick. I did the latest one. It was 9:30 or 9.
Okay. Good work. Good work on the latest one. I like how you roll.
I didn't want to go to bed, so.
You don't have to make excuses. It's okay to love your dad. We can even talk about our feelings, you and me. Like, watch. I just love you. You're the best kid ever.
Oh, come on.
Okay, in the top 3.
Don't you have 3 kids?
In the top 3. Yeah, top 4. Top 4 for sure. All right. Number 11 and 12
Wait,
go
how
to
many
the...
kids do I have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Number 11 and 12 go to Felix's pieces.
Or 6, depending on, like, where you cut the line.
Right. So...
Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then I wrecked one, so I'm gonna outline my character in a little bit of a different color.
I would use some gesso if I were you.
Oh, yeah, Jessa.
What's this?
Jess, we'll show you the...
Enrique!
Is it
Hello!
on the live feed?
No, he said hello
another
on
reason I don't
the...
want to do it
conversation.
now is because it's a little bit gooey on
Okay.
Awesome.
Everybody here,
Ryan
stop
said
talking
Chester's
to me,
coming
I
at
love you all.
8.
Yep.
I love everyone. Everyone is here. Number 13 is by Amber. Callback. It is called Splurge. Acrylic pour. $5 opening bid. Like we were talking about.
But seriously, to get to the other side.
Makes it a much deeper conversation. Number 13.
But
Bye.
seriously, folks,
Call back.
I'm not even kidding.
Opening bid $5.
What's you saying? Did you find him some gesso, or do I need to? I don't mind getting it. Like
I think the buckets are there. I didn't get him gesso, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Gesso's a primer. It's like a chalk-based primer.
What's a primer?
It's like what you
put it
put
on
down.
to start over.
Yeah.
It's like hitting reset with paint.
Yeah.
Or it might be just what you do to start.
Right. It is. Yeah.
Depends. I don't really. All I need is to outline them with black or something.
The white. There is a bucket.
So what I'm saying is
right
just try
there.
outlining with white. That's what I'm saying. Just give it a try.
There's a bucket right there.
Do you want to see something?
Yes.
Mine is, I made brown gesso.
Oh,
See these? So these are gessoed and then a little bit of gold paint thrown in there. But I made brown gesso.
That's cool. What did you use to tint it? Acrylic paint?
So I used house paint, but it was like a mist tint, but it's like a dark brown.
Cool.
And so then you can mix it with PVA glue. So basically Elmer's white glue.
Yeah.
And I because I don't have any chalk, I actually used plaster of Paris mixed in there.
Oh, cool.
And then it makes it quite thick, and then it goes on and it covers the board, which is one of these.
That's really awesome.
But then it gives me a nice painting surface. Right?
I
Yeah.
love that.
So it's really easy to do. I think it's like, yeah, it's really cheap. And because I buy mist tints, sometimes I buy like a really light colored mist tint, and then I have really light gesso.
And actually, that's great because a lot of the mist tints are those like really nice neutral colors.
Yeah,
Browns and
exactly. So
grays.
I don't ever buy the gesso pre-made anymore. I just get, like, I have a big thing of plaster of Paris
That's smart.
and like a 1 liter or something of the white glue. And you do add a little bit of water in there too, because it gets really thick if you don't add water.
Okay.
But
yeah, so you can kind of.
yeah, it makes a nice. So then you can make the darker gessos
Cool. Yeah.
to cover up those white canvases. I don't like working off a white canvas, to be honest.
Yeah.
I find it more intimidating almost.
Yeah, totally. No, I get that completely. That's really cool. Thank you.
No worries.
Enrique, do you mix your white gesso with chocolate?
With chocolate?
I love it. Edible.
Like with
edible
cocoa?
Yeah, do you mix cocoa in with it, Enrique? That is awesome.
Is it like the powdered cocoa?
I'm not sure. He's in the conversation feed there. Well, I'll kind of.
Tell him yeah, if he can answer, that would be awesome. I'd like to know. That'd be kind of cool.
Totally.
It would smell so good for sure. But I wonder if people would want to lick the canvas.
Yeah, totally. Just like.
I'd hope so.
Okay.
Why else do we paint?
No. Number 14 is by Shelly Inez.
I kind of consider that a given.
It is called Superstition Mount in Arizona.
In fact, that's going to be the name of my biography. Lick the Canvas.
That's fabulous.
Oh, you're a royalty, but I'll be dead, so you'll never collect.
Number 14 by Shelly.
Menon.
What was that?
I'm a little hyper today.
Oh,
I'm hyper.
opening bid $30.
Were you
Why
licking
do you keep falling down like
canvases?
that? I'm hyper. I made a list of all the things my little special guy broke in my classroom today.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like touching my stuff while I was trying to use the computer. The computer wouldn't work because my original mouse got knocked off the table when he knocked my whole computer off the table. And I just snapped him like, you know why I can't use this mouse? Because you knocked my whole computer off the table, and the only thing that broke was my old glass mouse, and now this one doesn't work. And then he did his thing where he's like,
Why
I
do
can't
I
do
do
anything
this?
right. I love you. Stop touching my stuff. It's funny because then I come home from work. Jess,
And then you come home to me,
touching my stuff.
and then I break. I'm like, why do I do this all the
Break my
time?
stuff. You put my stuff away safely in places that neither of us will ever find.
Ever. It's in a safe place, though.
Okay, you want to know what though? I would
looks
like
great.
to have
Doesn't it,
someone to
Jessel?
put away my stuff.
You what? Sorry.
I would like to have someone to put away my stuff because I put away my own stuff and I can't find it. At least if somebody else put it away, I could ask, where did you put it?
Totally. The problem is when that person doesn't know either. But yeah, Enrique says he uses cocoa powder.
That is so cool.
Now I want to try this, like different things, how to make your own gesso.
You have to change it.
Right?
All right.
Hey,
And
Jessie makes gesso. That would be kind of cool, actually. You can do a little video series.
yes.
Am I doing this
Stay
right?
tuned.
Like,
Okay.
try it with different mediums, different things.
That would
Maybe
be
egg
really
whites.
cool.
I don't know. Instead of glue.
Oh my! And then we get into the fresco kind of.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was watching actually one of those kind of shows today where I learned how to make some fresco.
You know what?
Awesome.
What?
That's where I left my
Oh
heart.
dear. In
Fresco.
San Francisco. This is by Dusty. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Opening bid $30. Number 16.
Oh dear, it's right.
Okay, so one of them totally sort of
Viv, can I tell you about what we did? You probably weren't here for the beginning, hey?
I think she's.
No, I wasn't. I was sitting in the car listening to Chris Isaac sing to me.
Let me show you all the details about what we did because it's super funny. You ready?
Yeah.
How many people are with us? 28 people?
Nice.
So, let me start with this. Just imagine we're starting the entire show. And then catch this. Ready? Hold on. Here we go. Okay, live.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. I will read the land acknowledgement first to start us off. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mokinsis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksika Sitapi, the Siksika Gayanai, Pigani, and the Amska P. Pigani. We acknowledge all the Treaty 7 signatories, including the Tsuut'ina people, as well as the Eyahe Nakota nations, Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Wesley. This land is also the home of the Métis Nation, Region 3, and all others who call this place home. Welcome to the Wumble House. Ready to spin the wheel?
Why'd you call it Wumble House?
What do you mean? I said welcome to Rumble House.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, are you ready to spin the wheel? Jeez. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's only been 404 Wednesdays at the Rumble House.
That's what I said. I said Wumble House.
You said Rumble House.
I'm pretty sure I said Rumble. Are we
did
ever
she
going to
say?
get to the first?
Look it. I'm gonna.
And welcome to the Rumble House. This is number 404.
You changed it.
What? What do you mean?
You changed it. It was Wumble before.
Why would I say Wumble?
I'm pretty sure you said Wumble.
That's so weird. Go, just look at the camera and go.
Wait, how did you rewind the live feed?
Pretty good.
Oh, the magic of television. Wumble.
Welcome to the Wumble house.
Welcome to the Wumble house.
Like, it's not that big of a deal, but I had to clear the whole place out and shoot the first 10 minutes an hour early, so I had time to edit it and do the rewind. And Jess is like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, this is going to be hilarious. Nobody even noticed. It was...
It was too smooth. Too smooth.
That's awesome.
Number 18 comes to us from Stephen Strain. Dandelion. Dandelion. I think he did a
Oh,
puffy
that's
dandelion before, and now he has
pretty.
the yellow dandelion.
Oh, that's nice.
And the color's so beautiful. 18.
I did a dandelion with a bee.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to run through my paintings that I did this past week or this past month
yeah.
right here on camera while
Oh,
everybody's
cool.
sitting. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the entire pile. There is 30 of them.
Whoa, you've been busy this
It's actually 36, but the other ones are bigger ones. So, all right. I'll paste them this way, I think. I don't know. Can you guys see? So there's one.
Felix, are you done with that lid?
So a bee
You don't have to be. I
and
just want it when you're
shoes
done.
inspired by Bridgerton. And another
Wumble
bee.
House. No, that's fine.
Wumble house.
Were you watching, Viv? Did you see the slow motion or the fast motion rewind?
Yes, I thought that was awesome. And I'll never stop saying Wumble house. Oh, that was an octopus, by the way, in a shell.
You said Mumble
Ooh, and another octopus in another shell.
I almost said Bumble House.
Crumble House.
Some fuzzy. I think they're teenage ducks, I would say, because they're changing color. Raven.
It's 7:57. Oh,
And the rooster.
fun.
Like Wumble house, but rooster.
Worcester. And this is another one by Viviana. She just dropped some off tonight. So number 20 is a lovely hot air balloon called The Winds of Change.
Oh, Rich, get your black light and shine it on that.
Yeah, because I got nothing to do tonight.
Here, I can grab it. I know where it is.
Yeah, you don't. Come on, do it, please.
Yeah, come on. I'll grab it.
Watch my-
You're just fooling around anyways with Wumble house.
That was like an intense hour.
Yeah, just fooling around with a Wumbo house. W for Wumbo.
And just a plain pair of white shoes.
I give it to you.
I was just having fun. Oh, this raven makes me
It's right here on
smile.
the-
Check this raven out.
Give it to you.
Oh, here.
It's hard to see, but there's a lot of shimmer to the backgrounds.
Aren't they a honey?
They're part of my illuminated series.
Okay. This is good, actually. There's a few pieces I want to show on the
If you need to, Felix, if your paint needs help drying, let me know and I'll hit it with the hot air gun. What's it called?
Yeah, I want it.
Is it right now you need to do it, or are you still working on it?
Would you mind turning off the light for a second, Felix, so I can show some of these pieces in the black light?
I want to see my place.
But still, turn off the light.
And then you can come out here. Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm just going to go do some other stuff while you...
No, we're actually...
Kidding? Can you bring me your paintings and I'll hit them with the heat gun? Over there. Quick.
All right, so Viviana's...
You mean all white?
Oh.
All together. All together now. All together now. I am waiting for that lid. How's Felix's? Oh, nice. Pass me that.
Oh,
Right where the
that fire's so beautiful.
Can I see? Wait.
Felix, yours glows too.
Wait, was that like a couple seconds late?
There's a bit of a lag from where we are, yeah. Magic of television.
Where's my little...
So number 20 is by Viviana.
I have a little black flashlight.
Now we're 20. I don't know how to turn the light back on. Oh, now we're in the dark. Do you want to turn the light back on now? Or, oh no, because we have to, hold on. I'm just going to show you a few other blacklight things while the lights are off. Because Kelly's selling a collection of pieces here, all together for $10. Oh, why do I keep doing this? Oh,
Come on.
okay.
Want to see?
Whoa! This one's called Butterfly Explosion.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, not real ones, plastic ones. Because that would be kind of sad.
Can you actually see that though?
So, this is one by Kelly. And so there's a collection
Could you
here.
imagine if they actually, the colors were so bright in the blacklight that a whole bunch of alive butterflies just
Flew out of your face.
No,
and then,
flew on it and were like flapping their wings and they were like flying around the canvas.
oh my, that would be intense. So this is called The Beginning of Time. So this is how Kelly imagined the beginning, starting with the basic organisms, the Big Bang, how the universe started.
I'm guessing that
Explosions of alien flowers.
I'm guessing that this is the Big Bang.
Nice. And then everything came out of it. Isn't that beautiful?
Explosions of alien flowers. Yeah, I thought that this was just like flowers and night.
Right? Isn't that the most beautiful thing about art? Is that you
Wait,
think?
why does this look like Jupiter?
Ooh, let's look. Oh, that's cool too.
Maybe
This
not.
is called Waterfall.
It looks like Jupiter.
So those are 3 of the 4 pieces Kelly has in her collection
one's a
are
city.
blacklight. Yeah, that one's by Jacob. So I'll show that one next. Could you turn on the lights now, my dear? Sorry. Thank you for all your help.
It doesn't have
Blacklight? No, not that one. And then, and Rich, I don't know how to turn on the circle light. Sorry. Hey! And this is the 4th one by
Are
Kelly.
you heat gunning it? Pew 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 pew.
Thank you. So, this is for number
Are you
21.
heat gunning it?
I did. It's right there.
Can someone help me get my painting?
So, number 21 is a collection of 4 pieces by Kelly. Shadows. Waterfall of Venus. Venus.
If I just showed that one or no?
Here. Give that to
Flower explosions. Oh, and this comes with 3D glasses. The beginning.
Wait, it comes with 3D glasses?
Yes.
What are
Are
those?
you bidding on that?
I want to see.
You know 3D glasses.
What do they do?
They make it
Remember when
look
Felix was
3D.
supposed to be asleep and every time we did something, like, can I see? It's like, go to bed!
It's like 11 o'clock.
I want to see.
I was so stressful I kept thinking somebody was going to call social services because I was keeping you up all night at the auction.
And we just got used to it.
Everybody's like, that's just that Rumble kid. Which is...
Like the feral boy in
Oh.
Mad Max.
Right.
You're not on there.
Number number 20 by Viviana.
Okay, so
The
what?
video's off for you guys.
The video's off. Thank you for telling us, Viviana. We'll switch over to the other camera.
I just lost my brush. Okay, let's find another. I got stuck in my head.
It's called an earwig.
Of course.
Are you giving me the smack talk? I told you it was called the earwig, isn't it? Yeah.
An earwig? Yeah.
Yeah. It means like it's a song that gets stuck in your head, in your ear.
No, what earwigs are there is a brand called an earwig.
This
It's like a
one's white
nickname for a
glowing.
song that gets stuck in your head. What was he saying? Was he probably right?
Or he's probably, yeah.
Learn not to argue with him.
Yeah, totally.
I'm the adult and oh, fine. I have to laugh last because he's got the. Somebody's texting. Do you have my phone?
No, I don't know. Oh, your phone's here. Rachel.
What's this paintbrush for?
The what?
What's this paintbrush for? Dad?
Oh, that's like so it's like a sponge, and that one's kind of dead. When it's very full and spongy, it's good for making really like flat backgrounds. But that one's been kind of used, so that one maybe you can just try, see what marks
Is that a
it
fan
makes.
brush?
No, it's like a sponge, like a wedge sponge, wedgie.
Out of like pure defiance, I've never used a fan brush. I don't know why. Probably Bob Ross. Probably something like Bob Ross. And my loathing for the man.
Wait, what?
I don't like Bob Ross.
Who's that?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
We're keeping it positive tonight, buddy.
What?
We're keeping it positive tonight. Everything work out?
Can I tell you guys a story about Bob Ross
Yes.
in our house? Okay,
In your
so
house?
my son he's not really a visual
just-
artist. He plays music, right?
What happened?
And
Sorry.
so he got in trouble one day, and for punishment I said, "You know what? You can watch Bob Ross for for a couple hours." And he ended up liking Bob Ross so much he watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
That's awesome. Backfire.
I was like, "Oh."
Aww. That's
Yeah.
pretty good though.
Well,
Works out.
it wasn't punishment though. It didn't work out for me.
I just had an interesting thought.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I've ever punished my kids.
Oh, I had to. Single parenting requires a little bit of work.
I was pretty single. I think though, like it might be a lot about the kid too, right?
And
That's true.
Because there's something in my blood that if you try and punish me, I'll just come back at you twice as hard. So, learn from
Oh,
my own
see.
parents' mistakes. I don't think I ever punished my kids. Felix, have I ever punished
So-
you? Do you know what that word means? What? Yeah, but what do I do? What do I do to punish you?
I don't know.
What kind of things do you do when you're misbehaving?
I don't know.
I think I've just been blessed with kids that don't misbehave.
That's good
That's
though.
not me judging, by the way, Viviana. I'm not saying like
No, but listen, my son, you know why he got grounded? The very first time I grounded him for 30 days, and he learned to read during those 30 days, and he was only 4.5 years old. But he went from reading.
4.5 to qualify being
Um,
punished for 30 days. Or do we want an
Okay,
extra?
listen though. He cut his shirt and blamed it on somebody else. So, being a single parent, he understood the value of that shirt because I had to buy all his clothes. And so he knew he'd be in trouble if he told me he'd cut it. So natural consequences, he took the shirt back to school and had to sew it because he went to a Montessori school. So they learned to sew there anyways. So he had to sew it, but his punishment was absolutely no technology for 30 days. That was his grounding. The only thing he was allowed was books. So he learned to read chapter books. And by the time he was in grade 3, he was reading novels like, I don't know, Stephen King books.
That's amazing.
So
that,
he got
that
tested
isn't
in
so much
grade
punishment,
4.
That's just good for him.
Well, he was reading at a grade 12 level in grade 4. So
Right? There you go. See?
it wasn't so bad, I guess, in the end.
It worked.
But
No, I didn't mean to say it was bad.
he never did bad things after that, though, because he knew I wasn't kidding when I said you're going to be in big trouble.
Yeah.
And
And
he's a
also-
really good kid.
I was gonna say that's like not so much punishment, but like a loving reminder almost. Like, nope. And then like
Well, and he even said, he's like, no, you never punished me. You guided me.
yeah. Yeah.
Why did he cut the shirt? Did he ever tell you that?
Because all the other boys were cutting it. So,
Oliver used to eat
the lesson learned was he never follows what other people do. He's his own person and does his own thing.
That's really nice. That's a good lesson to learn.
Hmm.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
True.
Don't be following people off a cliff, basically.
Yeah, totally. Number 22 is by Jacob Bay.
Well, like, why would anybody do that? That's pretty dumb.
Right?
People are special.
So
Oh, I
Oliver's
agree with
mom
you,
had a tenant
kid.
living in the house one time, and I guess like
Uh-huh.
whoever it was like, yelled at him. We don't know why.
Uh-huh.
Went in his bedroom and colored over all of his white shirts with a Sharpie.
Oh.
That was his solution for getting yelled at.
Wow.
Well, then he's like, oh, you will pay.
Oh. Oh, you will be surprised.
I don't think the tenant really would probably felt bad about having yelled at him because there was no. It wasn't at my house. First of all, that wasn't. And I thought that was kind of cool. So if it was my house, don't yell at my kid.
So that's the thing, something we don't do in our house. I've never raised my voice.
Yeah.
I
Never.
raise my voice
Like he
about
can-
twice a year if it's life or death.
I may
Or
have
just
called
lose
them down
some
for
stuff,
dinner
and
by
it's
yelling.
basically all day long.
But no, I don't raise my voice, especially if he's in trouble.
We were at the park, and I told Felix it's time to go. Now, in fairness, we rode like 8 kilometers to get to the park, so I'm gonna go when he's ready, right?
Yeah.
This was before COVID, so I said, "Come on, Felix, time to go." He kind of ignored me. I said, "Come on, Felix, time to go," and then he wasn't paying attention again. And then I said, "Finally, come on, Felix, time to go." And at that point, he was almost ready to go, but then he discovered this musical thing, these pipes. Started playing the pipes.
Oh.
And I immediately was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I let him, kind of sit there. And this lady came over and she's like, "I just want to say how impressed I am with you that you haven't yelled at your kid." And I felt like she was saying she was impressed that I hadn't yelled at my kid, but I really felt what she meant was I should yell at my kid. And
Right?
but I didn't, and I didn't even really think about why, other than like it wasn't a big deal, and I figured if he had to ride back 8 kilometers, we could leave when he was ready. And later on that day, we went roller skating.
I think that it was the next day.
Yeah, the next day we went roller skating, and we're on this train platform, and I'm putting money in the machine so that we can take the train to take him home. We're basically taking the train on the roller skates to get him back to his mom's house. And all of a sudden I turned around, and he's starting to roll towards 11th Street down this ramp. And I look at him like, drop! And he just goes starfish on the pavement because I don't usually yell at him. And then so like when I see he's about to roll into traffic and I yell drop, he's like, I think my dad means
I got
it.
to, yeah.
And I remember the next day when I yelled at him, drop, and without questioning in the slightest, he just went starfish on the ground. I realized part of the reason why I don't yell at him is because you might need to yell, and you want that to be, it's like goofing around.
100%.
Some things need to matter.
I agree with you on that 100%.
But I was pretty impressed with him the way he just dropped to the ground, like just would have rolled right into traffic.
Just like in our house, there's no screaming. Nobody's allowed to scream. It's the worst, especially with the day home, right?
Yeah.
And so when there has been a scream from David, it's always been something horrible. Like one time he got his little body parts caught in the zipper of his onesie pajamas. That was a scream.
Yeah.
And I
that's
ran
really
to
fair.
see what was wrong.
Well, it's important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, if he was a screamer and constantly screaming, I would never have ran. I would have been like, oh, that's the norm.
Totally.
But it's
Wasn't
best
like-
to save all those things for when you need them.
Okay, I got another bad parenting moment. So
What?
I lived in the only apartment I could find was adult only. And so I
Ugh.
wasn't really allowed to have a kid in my apartment, but I moved in, and then the landlord was kind of liked me, so he kind of took me under his wing and said so long as Robin was quiet, this is when Robin was little, that he wouldn't kick me out. And so she still talks about this sometimes. I'd pick her up on Friday night, and I drive her home in my little Volkswagen, and we basically scream all the way home to get it out of the system. And because we couldn't afford for her to yell when she was in the apartment. And I remember one time she was really upset, and she asked me for permission to scream, and I was like, yeah, let her rip. Like,
Aw, permission to scream.
but yeah, we're living like fugitives,
Yeah. That's hard on a kid too, though, hey?
Those years were kind of a lot like that Will Smith movie for me.
Oh,
We
with
didn't
the
quite
with
end
the
up
child?
at the bus station at night, or in the bus station bathroom, but Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
Some
Yes.
tough years. But I
Yeah.
also kind of think it's good for kids to grow up with some challenges like that.
100%.
Frame of reference.
Okay, so Dad, I'm finished my painting.
One thing David has always said is like, you give me just enough, but he doesn't feel, and nobody can see that, like he's not a spoiled child. But he always says to people, like, he's like, I've never not,
This is 11 and
um, like he's never suffered anything bad, but he's never been given everything
picture of
because, well, we don't have it.
Are we done?
Do you want to ask your dad? And we can...
More details, please.
In which one?
You've got time to put details in.
You
Do
have lots
the
of
best
time.
work you can.
In which one?
The sunshine. Don't pull on this, don't pull on this. The whole thing will fall down.
What's he pulling?
He was
What's he pulling?
like, the whole,
That's
like,
not going to fall down.
no? Okay. You have more faith in my work than I do.
I made that.
Oh, I did the sewing.
That's not going to fall down.
Alright.
The can I tell you? You ever see them hanging on the projector screen? Feel free to freak out because that might fall down.
Okay.
But I think that's out of his reach right now. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to live. I'm just saying.
Number 28 is by Andrew Farley. Mixed media on canvas. Opening bid $40.
What's the question, Felix?
I hope Mom wants me to paint on the shirt, not on the sweater.
Well, she sent it to you. She sent you here. She knew what she was getting herself into.
It could be why she was sort of, but really, if you wanted, but if you're gonna blame it on someone, you should blame it on my school.
Yeah, why?
They were the ones that gave me the week off.
I don't think it works like that, then. Also, we don't really blame people, do we?
No,
That's not our style.
no, I mean Mom.
I don't think Mom's going to blame anybody either. And also, I don't think you want Mom thinking you should be in more school. She'll probably put you in more school.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
this movie I was watching, Felix, called Almost Famous. And this kid, he's smaller than everybody else, so he's like kind of like frustrated that he got put up a grade, and he looks younger than everybody else, and they treat him like he's a weirdo.
All right.
And then he's in the car in the beginning, and his sister's like, Mom, you have to tell him. He's like, tell me what? She's like, nothing, don't worry about it. He's like, Mom, he's old enough to know, you have to tell him. And she's like, tell me what? So he thought he was 13, but he was only 12, because his mom lied to him about his age.
No, he was only 11, wasn't he? He was
Yeah, put
2
him to
years.
school like 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
Is that funny? Felix?
So we have
Did you know we put you in school early?
Yeah.
so Matthias is the art glass
Last
artist.
year, someone was actually 9 years old in grade 2.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
So number 29 comes to us from Matthias, and Matthias is the creative brush down there working with glass. Oh my gosh, what a treat to watch you work with that, Matthias. We're all dreamers. Number 29, opening bid $29. Mixed media on canvas.
Really detailed on this one, but it makes it look cool.
Ooh, totally.
So,
No, that is more detail. You did more work in it. That's nice.
so I'm finished.
Just, well, it's 8:23.
Felix, it's your drawing.
Yeah.
You can finish whenever you want. What we're saying to you as the curators of the gallery is you want to do your best work every time. And if you have time to do some more work, you might consider putting the extra time in. If you don't need to put the time in, don't let us push you. But just consider the optics. And by optics, I mean, like, what are the people at home going to think if you've done half an hour early? That you did your best work or that you were rushing? So sometimes you just kind of, you fake it so it looks like it's harder than it is. That's what I'm saying. Oh, did I just say that on camera? You fake it.
Oh my.
All right, there's a reference photo I was going to use.
What?
What?
Okay.
I
Then
don't know. I talk a lot of crap.
we have number.
No, what did just say?
Oh no, nothing. I'm saying number 31 is by Caitlin's mom. A lovely
Oh, Caitlin was
vase.
with us and then she went to sleep or something.
I know
Did
she
you
said
see it?
good night.
Was she mad at us?
No, I think she was just saying hi and then good night.
Ah. Like, hi, bye.
Yeah, hi bye.
This looks so cool.
That's the ticket. I like that better than Am I Done Yet? Does it look so cool? Painting a Jessica Zabel painting tonight. Basically just a girl and her butt in the moon. Oh, I get it. It's a moon. How many people are with us?
Oh, fun! Sandra just sent a picture of the pieces she's been working on. We have 24 people with us still.
That's amazing.
So,
Can I show you what I did?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is number 12 by Felix Zero. I could introduce myself, and he's on fire.
Here, I will put it close, okay? So, like this, right? Yeah? So this is Beast Core, and then that's Beast Core, what he looks like running?
That's a strike roll.
Strike roll? Okay. So this is...
That's a, roll.
So this is number 12
Strike roll.
by Felix Theroux.
Yay.
So this is
Opening bid $5.
wonderful. So this is Beast Core,
Let's see,
the
can I see?
sun, and this is him doing a strike
that's
roll. Isn't that great?
And he's on fire.
Can I tell you something? If that white dries, the black lines you did on that are stunning. You might consider doing that all over. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying you might consider it.
Yeah, really cool.
Because they are stunning.
Felix. So Beast Core is the roar that follows Felix around. And then it's the one that we made out of the felt too. So he has a little...
Oh yeah, and did we ever get any, we kind of have run that thing a couple times late at night where Felix talks about his process for the felt pieces, but we also offered that if people wanted to bid on a felt piece, they could have their own custom one. We haven't had a bid on that yet, eh?
No, not yet.
I guess that video part just doesn't really fit into the night where anybody really has a spot to find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just hasn't been found.
Well, then aren't you gonna say that?
I just did.
Well, aren't you gonna say that you can get roars from the thing?
Yeah.
So,
Say it now. Tell them about it.
do you want to tell them about roars?
Roars are basically,
You have to get over near the mic, I think.
roars are Pokemon, are sort of like Pokemon, but, sort of like my version, and they, and just made some 3D roars from felt. It just can make 3D roars from felt, so it just can do the rest.
So, if you're interested in having your own roar designed, we have lots of different colors of felt,
Yeah.
and Felix will draw it for you. And so, what are some like functions? Like, why would one want a roar, Felix?
They're cool.
Because they're cool. And what is Beast Core's specialty?
They're the fastest, and they're the fastest runners.
Oh.
They probably for their size, they have the longest tail, and they can run up walls the fastest. And they can hang upside down with their tail.
It's funny that you said that they're like Pokemon, because what you do is so much more complex than Pokemon. It's like, I think you're being humble.
I think too is like a good way to explain it to the people, like if they're familiar with something, and then
Oh, yeah.
he was like, I thought that was a really cool way to describe it, to
That's
get
usu-
people familiar with it, and
Something
then
just happened on my watch.
okay, Felix, trying to grab your other one, or are you still working on your other one?
No, I'm done. So this is it's sort of the sun, it's sort of the sun plus a red squirrel.
I bet there's red swirls on the sun. Oh my! Here, I'll show the people. It is heavy. So this is Felix's son. Actually, have you ever eaten udon soup?
Ew.
Rich, have you ever eaten udon soup and there's like a noodle that looks like this in it?
A red noodle?
It's like a noodle that looks like a cute sunshine.
Yeah, I've eaten
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, does it look familiar like that?
Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like a little cutout. I
Yeah.
never knew what it was. I just ate it and I'm like, it's got an interesting texture.
It's kind of like, is it like tofu?
I don't know. I really don't know what it's made out of. I asked my son the other day actually what those are because it was in our soup.
I don't like tofu.
Well, I'll show you. Next time I have, you don't have to eat it, but I'll show you because it actually really reminds me of this beautiful design you have. Opening bid $5 for this one too?
Yeah, fine.
$5. And this is the
Well,
sun,
actually,
hey?
can the other ones can they both
Just
be 12?
something's happening on my phone. Can
Okay.
you check the messages?
They're
Both be 12?
Yeah. Can both of my things be 12?
Sure.
Opening bid? Jess?
Yes.
Yes.
Already
Yes.
set.
So 12 for the B score and 12 for the
How did you pick that number?
what?
Why 12? Why not like? Why not 7? Why 12? How'd you pick that number?
I just like it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's your number tonight. I get it.
Me do 12 every night.
No, that's not what I mean. It's just the number you're working with. I get it. I was just wondering where you came up with your process.
So when is the auction happening?
9.
Okay.
Everything's good?
I think so. There were some messages from Ben that I didn't know how to get at.
Were we supposed to send anything to Dr. John or?
I'll send it, like your painting.
I'm not ready. I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
Yeah, when you're done. When
You heard
you're
from him
done.
tonight, or
Nope.
just assuming, or how does that work?
What do you mean? I always send a
watching.
picture.
Mm.
So, number 11's by Felix.
I'm like so desperate for pallets tonight too.
You have like thousands of pallets.
Yeah, but they're over there.
It's right there.
Do you understand how my brain works?
It was right under
I love
where
you.
you were.
Just concentrate.
Nobody does.
Oh, goodness.
I was just telling you a funny story about I was asking you to get one first of all.
I know, but I just like when you have your things like in the field.
Okay, so you were helping me find it by putting it where?
It was right under the paint that you just
But
grabbed.
if you move it, I can't see it. I'm autistic. Do you get what I'm saying?
Are you like my son? If it's not floating right in front of him, he can't find it.
Nope.
It's just if he saw it once one place, then that's where it should be.
If I see it
Ah.
in my closet in the 70s, I know exactly what shelf it should be on. But if you move it 1 inch, it disappears to me. And the worst is teachers, because you bring a lunch to school, right? And they look at the fridge and they go, oh, this is packed all wrong. And they take your lunch and they repack the fridge. Also, often their own lunches will be right near the front of the fridge, because that makes more sense. So anytime I've ever put my lunch in the fridge, I've gone to the fridge and realized, oh, I don't have a lunch. It's not where I left it.
Oh, Ben said he sent you a picture of a painting he did this morning.
Nice. Oh, I saw it. But Viv, it's not that it needs to be in front of my face. It just can't move.
It's the same as my son.
Well, that's not how you described it. Maybe you should listen to your son and his needs. I'm just kidding. Don't hurt me.
It's all good. I'm sure he agrees with you.
Right? Ask him if he likes when you put his stuff away for him, and if it helps him find
Nope.
it later.
Nope, because then I'm the one who has to go look for it. Because I'm like, I put it here, and he's like, it's not there, and I'm like, yeah, it is, right? But
Well, and you know what that is? It's an inability to forget. So it's not so much that he doesn't see it, is that he remembers all the other places it's been. And so once you sort of realize that pattern, you get out of your habit of moving things. You go, if I need this, I need to leave it here.
yep,
And
and
whenever
it's
they change the
you're
rules at
100%
something at
right.
school for me, I'll have like last year's rule and the new rule that I'm trying to pick from when I'm trying to figure out what to do. And most people just hit erase, and last year's rules go away.
Mm-hmm.
But not me. They live on. Also, sometimes I'll talk to the kids about something that happened the other day, and then I'll realize it happened when I was in grade 4.
Yeah, I tend to say that sometimes too. Hey, you know what happened to me the other day? And they're like, David will be the one to correct me, actually. He's like,
Yeah.
you mean like 6 months ago, 2 years ago?
Well, does it make you wonder why your son's autistic, Viv? Where you
Nope.
got that gene from?
Not at all.
Probably wasn't from the vaccines.
100% it wasn't. He actually even came to me the other day and he's like, yeah, Mom, I think I have ADHD like you. I'm like, yeah, probably. Like, I don't even have to guess it. I know he does. But he's got way more control over it than I do.
Okay.
I just want to say it's super refreshing to hear from a parent that it's nice that they have the same diagnosis, or that you can admit it, because my parents are just coming to the realization now that they fit the ADHD spectrum, and I have a psychology degree. That's what it took. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's nice to hear from a parent perspective that you're glad to hear that he's self-identifying.
Yeah, and you know what? It just makes it easier for both of us to do everything together and even travel together and all that. Like he's 17, so it's, he's got a long road ahead of dealing with all kinds of stuff, right? And I just want to make his life easier as a parent too. I have good expectations of him, but I don't force him to be perfect.
Yeah.
He's got a
my
very
parents had
high
no concerns
IQ.
about me being perfect either. Wasn't
Oh.
even on the table.
Oh, see, in my house, it was an expectation, and I lived in fear most of my childhood, so I didn't want him to have that same feeling of guilt if he couldn't accomplish certain things, or,
Yeah.
and he does really well. Like, he was on the honor roll. I've never even been on the honor roll. That's a smart kid.
I didn't graduate high school. Well, I sort of did.
I did, and I had to take remedial math in college. But it's all
I walked
good.
into my chem class, and the instructor was telling us we'd have to memorize the periodic table. And I was like, that's crazy, man. In 5 years, we're going to have computers that we can carry in our pockets. No one's ever going to need to memorize the periodic table again. And I went down to the counselor's office and I dropped all my maths and sciences because I didn't need them to go to ACAD. But then later on, I ended up teaching classes that I hadn't taken. That's a funny thing to play on yourself. Actually, a lot of the classes I had to teach that I hadn't taken was because I was kicked out in the hallway for drawing.
Interesting. I was kicked out in the hallway for standing on the table. On the desk, I mean.
For laughing.
Yeah, most of the time I got kicked out for laughing too. A lot.
You couldn't kick Jess far enough to not hear her laugh.
Right? Just echoes. Number 35 comes to us from Anne Christine. a lovely acrylic. Sunset over a lake surrounded by mountains with images of trees. In Calgary, out my front door at minus 25 degrees. Yikes. That's a really lovely abstract composition, Anne Christine.
I actually was going to take chemistry in grade 12, and my teacher, first day of school, I walk into his class and he looks over at me, and he had taught me the year before,
Yeah.
but he'd made me write an essay to pass chemistry in grade 11, so he's in grade 12, and he looks at me and says, you know, you can't beat your head against a brick wall. There's a drama class right now at the same time as my chemistry class, and you should probably take that.
Oh.
And most people would be offended by something like that, but I'm good humored. I'm like, sure, whatever it takes to get past. And I ended up with a 98. My average was 92 all around from all my classes because I was better at language arts and all that, and art
Totally, yeah.
and drama. And I won a scholarship. So
So it
he
all
was
turned
right.
out.
Oh yeah, he was right. Imagine if I had stayed in his class, my average would have been brought down so badly because I would have probably failed chemistry grade 12.
Oh, Chester's waiting to get in. How do I let him in?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Hello, my boy. I'm so excited you're here.
Yeah, sorry. I was a little later than I have anticipated. It just my luck when my brother-in-law reminds me of my immigration. Like just when I start to go down and set up on my computer. Like, oh, but I'm all good now. I'm all fine now.
That's
Drawing on
awesome.
paper though. I'm
That's
drawing
all
on
right.
paper, and due to money reason, I cannot get a camera.
We have money for you. One sec, David.
How's everyone doing?
Good, thank you.
That's great to hear.
It's
I'm
nice
chilling.
to have you.
I've got a ton of pink paint. I am just mixing paint.
Nice.
Very good, very good. I previously saw Matthias doing glass blowing. Is he still in the stream?
I don't see him.
I saw some glass blowing briefly, and I'm like, oh, there he is. Haven't seen him in a while.
That's cool though, hey?
Yeah. All of these painting that I see on stream is pretty cool though.
Really
That's
lucky
good.
to be able to see each other's work. Yeah. So we got number 36 by Theo. Mountains and Clouds, number 48 from 2002. Really beautiful, like ethereal watercolor on this side, and then really beautiful bold inks on the other.
You did this to me.
You did this to me.
A psychopath with my gold leaf empty booklet back in the box.
That wasn't my kind of psychopath.
Yeah, it was.
No, I'm different. I have a different. I have different symptoms. I show different things.
I called lasagna.
It's good that you can admit it.
Tell us about some of your glitches, Jess.
We don't have enough time. There's only 15 minutes left in this live
15
feed.
minutes! No! Was that too loud? Oh, is it just
Drama queen.
Hi, Chester. Right underneath by your knees.
Somebody's got to put on the show,
Where would I
baby.
find that there?
Right?
I wish, but my computer is not working right now, and apparently from last week, if I hook onto my screen, no one can hear me.
Oh,
And
really?
also, I took up the entire stream for everybody else, so I would rather to see everybody's works than anything. Yeah, it
That was
was
an
weird.
interesting phenomenon. I wasn't sure what was happening there.
I don't know, it was weird last week.
You had your screen on for sure, which was neat.
Yeah, like my thing just took up the whole thing, and just like, oh man, so
It should though.
Yeah, we love seeing what you're doing too, Chester.
thank you.
Were you interested in selling your cat?
Huh?
What's the name of that cat again?
The moss cat.
Moss
Moss
cat,
cat, yeah.
no.
Tell me a little bit about the moss cat.
I mean, let me see. It just a. So last Rumble, I was just like, well, I'm just gonna draw the thing that makes me happy. So I saw this pose of a cat that was like really snugly into a place. Do I still have the image? And I was like, hey, that cat looked like a rock. So I make the texture of the cat to make it look like a rock. And then afterward, I'm like, hey, if this is a cat rock thing, wouldn't it be like, I don't know, have moss on it? So I drew some moss on it, and now like, hey, it looks kind of like a mountain with some moss on it. So I'll make a tiny little sign to make the cat look big.
Can I tell you
And-
something? When I
Yes.
saw that, it had so much weight that I figured you must have been living with this moss cat for years. It didn't feel like a new discovery. It felt like kind of like Felix and how he has a million words in his head. They actually live there. He thinks he's
Well.
the one who talks to them.
Well, technically, all cats in my head lived rent free for years, so I guess this one counts.
I love that.
I think I can share the screen briefly.
So
Let
this is
me see.
number 39 is by David Belcour. Lovely oil painting of the Peace Bridge. The first time that I did a painting of the Peace Bridge, it started out looking like this. I left it like this for 4 months because I loved its raw form. Then I completed it. This painting. So it's number 39. And then Chester, if you want, you can share. I think it's the
I'm
last.
still trying to
Chester,
see.
is there a song
No
that
worries.
comes with the moss cat?
Yes, I'm trying to go through the technicality. There we go. Whoops.
Technically.
Yes.
How much time's left?
12 minutes.
Oh, so it counted a separate screen again. Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, here, I'll
He
put
can
it
take
on.
over the screen.
Just
with
briefly.
me.
Yeah, I just need to include him in them. You keep working, I'll do this.
Let's see if the
Here, I'll
tech.
just click in.
Yep, just briefly.
Yeah!
Oh.
There it is. There he is. The
So happy.
looks very content and happy, and I think I was using the one of the watercolor digital brushes that make it look like the Japanese watercolor art style.
I thought
And
so.
yeah, and then I just layer it up because it's
Oh,
have the
so
hidden
cute.
it's have the hidden effect of when you layer it up, it's actually remember the spot. So I just layer it up so it looks like moss on top of the cat's head, and also make him look like a big rock. And also a sign probably just say be mindful of the cat or something. So yeah, that was the moss cat.
Moss cat.
I'm gonna
That's cool.
All those weeps.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna return the streaming.
Okay, is Is there anybody
the
having
streaming
trouble? Can
stage back to Rich.
Oh, Colin's on his way, Felix.
See, that was important. What time is it?
Sorry, one sec. Oh, here. Sorry, it's 8:50. So there's just some. One sec. I'm just going to get the link up for the discussion here. Yeah, thank you guys for texting if you have questions. And also you can start if people are looking at the discussion. Sorry, people are looking at the discussion thing. Let me know if it's not working.
Do you ever chew your paints brushes to clean them?
No. Usually, well,
It doesn't seem like a healthy habit.
watercolor I do sometimes. I guess not chew. I spit. Use if I can't get to a water source.
You spit?
Like for the water. Oh no! Is anyone else having trouble with the link? For the event page, some of our friends are not being able to get on to see the pieces. I'll try one more thing here. Actually, Amanda, do you have it easy to message to me so I could try to send? Or actually, I'll see if. So I could message it to Marlo here. Let's see. I'm just trying to put up the last painting by David. Colin's here, Felix.
What?
Colin's here, my dear.
How's it going?
Whoa.
That's important. Felix, time to go. Thanks for picking up.
Yeah, thank
Bye,
you.
Felix.
One more time.
Bye, Felix.
Yeah, you know what?
Do you want to say bye to everybody? They're all saying bye to you.
Bye.
We,
Bye.
Let's not forget your hat, sweetheart. Here.
yeah.
Or gloves and your lovely dinner.
No, I don't want.
You have to bring it home though, my dear. It's okay. Did I do this properly? Here, give me. Oh, here. Sorry, Colin. Or did you wanna?
Is that dinner?
Reach. Thank you. And Felix, you got everything else? Here.
So I did this thing. I thought it was super funny. Where we started the live feed,
Yeah.
but we recorded it like
Awesome job.
an hour early. And so the first 10 minutes was like
Hey, Viviana, are
set up
those
just so you could see
stars?
it, right? And
Yeah,
then,
they're star balloons.
just says Wumble.
I like
Can you
them.
see that they're balloons? They're the foil
And
balloons.
then I hit rewind and
So,
I already gone back and edited it.
This is my reference photo.
And then it like happens. So it looks like he was
It's
able to
from
rewind
a
it.
lady on
It looks like
Instagram,
we're able to rewind during the live
Teddy
feed,
Parker,
but really,
and she gives us it like reference photos to use sometimes,
are you on a
like from her own artwork that she does. So, yeah.
I like like them.
And it's lots of fun. The challenge is fun.
Michelle was asking if you could post a picture.
Tons of people participate, so then she posts like the pictures that we send her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's really cool actually.
Are you gonna take it off? Thanks, Colin.
Alright. Are you ready to wobble?
That's gonna be
Classic. It's gonna be the
Ready to
thing.
wumble?
Are you ready to wumble? Bye, good work, Felix. We'll let you know how much we owe you.
What have I done?
Bye, thank you, Colin.
Bye, Felix.
Bye, Felix.
What have I done? There's gonna be speech therapists all over cursing our names.
Probably.
All right.
Probably.
Okay, now.
Nope. It's gonna be the rest of my life that way.
My problem is when I do stuff like that, it starts to become like real rather than funny really quickly. So, like my fight. I actually, and the thing is, I don't normally stutter unless I'm around somebody that stutters, and then I have like a what's the word? I have an empathy stutter.
Ah.
When I stutter, like my stutter kicks in.
You know what I have is an empathy accent.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I get that too.
It's embarrassing. You're trying not to sound like they do, and then you next thing you know, you're like speaking like they are to make sure that they understand you.
All right, so it is 8:57. We are going to start a new feed at 9 o'clock for our live auction. So if you could, let's keep trying to get onto the discussion board to see all the photos. Texts are coming in for bids, so I'm going to start writing them down. You can start texting 403-629-7424. And
Hey, forget my sweater.
oh yeah, your other sweater. Those sweaters. Puritan.
Whoa!
Is that your jacket?
This is my hat.
Is that all you have? That's yours. That's all you got. Go.
See ya.
Bye, thank you.
Bye again.
Okay, so stop the live feed now, because we have to start it right away. Okay, we'll see you soon on the new feed.